It's very hard to speak after such a moving evening. As Jim says, my name is Iain Stewart. I'm the General Secretary of Edinburgh Interfaith Association, and we put together tonight's event in partnership with Boroughmuir High School. I've been asked to say just a few words of thanks before we close for much needed refreshment. I'm sure I speak for everyone tonight in saying it was a very emotional, very powerful evening. I would like to thank Ella, Hassan, Irina, especially Patrick, and David, of course, for the moving testimonies and songs. Although I can't fully imagine, and many few of us can imagine, how difficult it must have been to relive the events through the testimonies tonight. Being married to a Rwandan wife, I have seen how such events can directly affect someone close to me, and it is very heartbreaking. I remember visiting her auntie's house for the first time and being so moved by the photos and accounts of sisters, brothers, uncles who had all been killed in the genocide. The Holocaust and genocides are not just some event that occurred in history. They're not just in history books. They're horrible atrocities that rip apart families, separate people forever from their loved ones. And as we've learned tonight, these are atrocities that are still continuing to happen. And that's why events like tonight are so crucially important. Humankind has to eventually wake up and learn the lessons from these genocides. Holocaust or genocide education shouldn't be restricted to just one evening a year. It should be embedded in all of our studies, all of our education. We should be learning to respect and understand the beliefs and values of each other. We should always be alert to the rises in anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, and any other forms of prejudice and discrimination. Because as we sadly know, and as we've learned tonight, the worst cases of what they can lead to. We've all been privileged witnesses tonight of survivor stories here today. But I want each of you to go away tonight feeling that you have an extra responsibility to share these stories. Because it's only through sharing these stories that we've learned tonight that we can help to stop them happening again. So before we finish, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank the Scottish Government, to thank Edinburgh Council, because it's their support that helped to make this happen. To thank David Dempster, the headmaster of the school, for his support. It was great to see the headmaster actually coming along and contributing to the meetings and the preparation with the students. I'm sorry he couldn't be with us tonight. A special thanks obviously goes to Mr. Compson from the History Department, who always hard work putting this together. He's been the chief organiser and working very hard and been in regular communication. I'd like to thank, of course, my colleague Sakina as well, who's been working very hard to put tonight to happen. But some of the most important people, though, are the students. And I'm sure everybody could say, enough is enough. Because I would love it if eventually we didn't need to keep doing events where we're talking about more and more genocides. I want an end. So my final thanks goes to them for all their hard work. They really have done their school and the City of Edinburgh proud. So please join me just now, join me tonight, show your thanks and appreciation to all the speakers and to everyone who helped put tonight together.